Well, it's been a few days since the DLC has dropped, and we have an updated deep dive on the new Salvage Yard or Chop Shop in GTA Online. My name's Dan, and I'm an old grumpy gamer. Bigger guide this time round with more accurate figures and a bit more information. So we'll be going over a quick apology, why you'd want a salvage yard, budget and purchase options, return on investment, we'll do the setup, the tour, the tow truck business, passive income, and the robberies. So first up, we have a few corrections. Our release day guide noted robberies pulling around 410 grand per hour and the tow truck missions collecting around 285 grand per hour. These are incorrect. The figures are vastly different. So I'm sorry about misleading you there. It wasn't intentional. I think we just released the video a bit early. We'll go through the updated, accurate figures in a few moments. Also, you do not need to purchase the wall safe. You can skip this if finances are a little tight. Again, really sorry about that one. I think we jumped the gun a little, and that's on me. So why on earth would you want a salvage yard? Well, it's fun. So first and foremost, it's a new gameplay mechanic, and honestly, it's pretty fun. Yusuf and Jamal are great characters, and I really like the aesthetic of the whole thing. It feels much more Grand Theft Auto-y to, actually Grand Theft Autos. It's a new active business, so the business is a good earner and can be done completely solo. It also doesn't force you to constantly grind to make coin. It's more or less forcibly restricted to 15 minutes per in-game day at a maximum, plus 3 hours per week for some extra cash. Passive income. So like the agency, there's an aggregate passive income that will build as you put more time into other parts of the business. Right, so let's talk budget. To access this new business and the missions, you'll need a salvage yard. And we have 5 locations to choose from. Marietta Heights from 2,420,000, Strawberry from 2,570,000, and that one's my pick. La Puerta for 2,690,000, Palito Bay from 1,620,000, and Sandy Shores for a touch over 2 million even. Now I ended up going with the Marietta Heights because I have a bunch of other infrastructure around that area, but honestly I should have gone with Strawberry. I think the location's much handier. Next up, we have some options. The tint at 75,000, and this one's purely an aesthetic thing. There's no proper purple, so I was a bit gutted there, but if you have a color scheme with your gear, it's a nice touch. The trade rates at 450,000. This cuts your insurance premium in half. If your personal vehicle is destroyed, you only pay $5,000 to get it back from Moores instead of the usual $10,000, along with a discount on repair work at LS Customs. TGG noted the break even on this one was about 90 vehicles being destroyed, so grab it if you regularly kick around in public lobbies. If not, skip it. The tow truck from 650,000 to 1.1 million, and this unlocks the tow truck business, which looks like it will pull around 125,000 an hour or so. Great for grinding or a quick break from regular gameplay. The wall safe at 750 grand. This is a handy upgrade if you can afford it, because it more than doubles your safe capacity, taking it from 100,000 to 250,000. No additional money, it's just a convenience thing, but probably worth it if you have a lot of spare coin and intend grinding the tow truck mission pretty hard. Staff at 625,000. And as always, the staff upgrade is a must. This is why we can get the parts stripped in an in-game day or 48 real-world minutes. Without this upgrade, salvaging parts will take 2 in-game days or around 96 minutes. So this literally doubles your earning capacity, so it's a non-negotiable as far as I'm concerned. So all in all, your spend is likely to start at 2,895,000. That's the Palito Yard, beta truck, and the staff. But if you can, go for Strawberry, the tint, trade rates, the nicer truck, the safe, and staff, and that'll set you back $5,570,000. Looking at return on investment, this is a bit of a weird one because we're only able to do 3 robberies per week, and a robbery price will vary wildly. Some will sit around the low 200s, and we've seen them as high as 400k thus far. And this could go higher, this could go lower. It's also 20 grand per setup too. So each real world week, you can do 3 robberies and therefore capture 3 3 cars. Each of these will take an hour or so once you've got your eye in. So let's say an average value there of 900,000 per real world week, free and clear. And 3 hours to complete the lot if everything goes well. So 300,000 per hour for that component. Next is the tow truck business. It's about 8 minutes per collection run and between 38,000 and 60,000 per vehicle. You can have up to 2 vehicles being salvaged at a time, and with the staff upgrade, this takes 1 in-game day to complete a vehicle. So that's roughly 2.5 vehicles per hour, call it 50k average per vehicle, so around 125 grand per hour. Plus the passive income will build over time, topping out at 50k per in-game day. So that's roughly a maximum of 125 grand per hour in the tow truck missions and 50 grand per hour in passive income. So 175,000 per hour in total, which puts you at 16.5 hours to make your money back at the bottom end or 32 hours at the top end, plus the opportunity to grab an extra 900k per week if you want to factor that in. So the setup on this one is really easy, actually. Just head over to Maze Bank Foreclosure on your phone's internet, select the salvage yards and pick your options and set a waypoint. Then head over, watch the cutscene, and that's it. No elaborate setup missions, just, yeah, you're good to go. Once we're in though, it's again surprisingly sparse. We have the safe, or the wall safe if you've purchased it, a spawn point, some weapons, that's a jerry can, pipe wrench and hammer, the computer, snacks, and the tow truck. You can customize the tow truck's color too, which is a neat touch. Some performance upgrades would have been nice, but the color's better than nothing. And as you tow vehicles, your lift gets filled up, which is a nice touch, but all in all, it's a pretty lean setup. It's great, don't get me wrong. Everything you need and nothing you don't, but I still wouldn't have minded a workshop in here. So let's take a look at this new solo business. For anyone familiar with the Tonya missions in story mode, that's it. Just jump in, hit the start button top left, and run the tow truck missions. You head out of the garage, get a quick briefing, and once that's done, follow the marker. Back your vehicle up, drop the tow hook, again, controls the top left, and then back up to the car. Once you hear the click, raise the tow truck hook and take off. Sometimes it will be completely clear, sometimes you'll meet a bit of resistance. In the few runs I've had where the cops have caught wind, they've been pretty easy to evade. And once you're clear, head back to the yard and drive into the Corona. Your staff will take care of the rest. And in 1 in-game day later, a bunch of cash will get dropped into your account. Now it takes about 8 minutes or so to do one of these missions, and once you complete the mission, the recovered vehicle goes up on the ramps and your staff will begin breaking it down. Scrapping the vehicle takes an in-game day with the staff upgrade, or 48 minutes. It's 2 in-game days or 96 minutes without the upgrade, so purchasing the additional staff option is an absolute must. You can have up to 2 machines on the lift at a time. Once the lifts are full, you have to wait for 1 vehicle to be completely scrapped before you can go and get the next one. The salvage price depends on the vehicle. I've seen them as low as $38,000 per vehicle. Other YouTubers are reporting as high as $58,000 or $60,000 per vehicle. So that's about 2.5 vehicles per hour. That's roughly 1.25 per lift with the upgrades, and call it 50k average per vehicle. So around 125,000 per hour. Right, up next we have the safe, which is where the passive income from the business is stashed. If you purchase the wall safe, this will hold up to $250,000, same as a nightclub. If you didn't purchase the wall safe, then the standard safe will hold up to $100,000. Now the passive income for the salvage yard works in a similar fashion to the agency. It will start with a couple of $100 deposited into your safe per in-game day. But as you complete more and more tow truck missions, the deposit will grow. And as of the time of recording, it will top out at a maximum of $50,000 per in-game day. Not sure how many tow truck recoveries you have to do to get that, but if it's anything like the agency, it will be a lot. The other part to this business is the new robberies mechanic. This is a fun one, but weird. I mean, we thought the Kaio cooldown was bonkers at 3 hours. You can only do each of these robberies once per week, and that is it. That's right, they'll reset every Thursday or Tuesday on DLC weeks. 3 robberies will become available. You can do each of them once, then you have to wait for the next week to roll around to do them again. So when you're ready, register as a VIP, CEO or MC president and head to the computer in the workshop. You'll get a quick briefing, and once that's done, pick a vehicle. In this case, we're going for the Imaggio, which will get us up to $395,000 if done right. Or you can score a multi-million-dollar vehicle, which is arguably more valuable than the cash if you're keen. From there, you'll get another quick briefing, then start on the robberies themselves. These work in a similar way to the contracts in the auto shop. They're mini heists done largely in free roam. The missions come in two core variants. One's launched from the console and one's launched from free roam. The console ones are pretty straightforward. Head to the computer, open it up, pick a mission and follow the bouncing ball. The free roam ones are a new feature. When you have a robbery active and you're a boss, you'll see these markers pop up whenever you're out and about. You can also spot them via the interaction menu, or you'll get a notification when you're nearby. Once you arrive, follow the prompts top left to complete the prep, and away you go. With all the preps complete, head back to the computer in your workshop, select the Start Robbery option bottom right, then follow the bouncing ball. Once the vehicle's back in the shop, you can hang on to it for a bit, salvage it, or sell it. Honestly, selling it is your best option here. It's the way to make the most money. So jump in, head out, and follow the prompts to the drop-off. Now, just a couple of quick tips here. During the finale, the cops are after you. Not the car, not the other NPCs, but you. So if the character tops themselves, you can get the cops off your tail pretty quickly. The second thing is the final vehicle delivery can be made via cargo bob, same as the vehicle warehouses. Super handy if you're not a flash wheelman. Lastly, there's no in-demand bonus for deliveries, so there's no point doing these in public lobbies. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, wash your hands, and we'll see you in the next video.